Hi, writers. It's Robin. I'm a teacher and an author, and I'm here to teach you everything that I know about writing so that it's easier and more joyful for you. Let's take a look at our skill for today, which is vivid imagery. So, vivid imagery means that you're using words that paint a picture and they allow the reader to experience the moment through their senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, all of those. And you can do this in three ways. And we're going to focus on one of three paths today. So the first one is strong verbs. Or the second way to build vivid imagery is through specific nouns. And the third is by using leveled up adjectives. And today we're going to talk about strong verbs. So a strong verb means that it's not just a word that shows any type of action. It's really specific, it's powerful and punchy, and you'll see some examples here. Let's look at the dictionary definition. A verb is an action word, but a strong verb is an action word that shows exactly what's happening. So strong verbs don't just tell what's happening, they show it clearly in your reader's mind. We're going to take a look at the difference here. So if you say that somebody tiptoed or sprinted or hollered or snatched or devoured or shuffled or slammed or leaped, you can get a sense of what their emotion is. That is the key into writing a really, really strong verb, is it also gets your reader to realize, oh, they're upset, they're scared, they're worried, they're happy. Like it'll do two things in one. So that's what makes them so incredibly strong. So let's take this. The boy went down the hill. And instead, we'll say something like the boy raced down the hill. That gives you a little bit more indication that he is in a hurry. So if she looked at the sky, here's another option. She gazed at the sky. Or you could say she glanced at the sky. Now, I put the two different examples up here because I wanted you to see how you could kind of get an idea that how she's feeling in that moment is different depending on the verb that you use. So if you gaze at something, you're really intently looking at it, and maybe you're having like a profound moment or something. If you glance at something, you kind of don't really care. You're not giving it much time. So they're two totally different things. Now we're going to do some glow up. So let's take this one. I'll move myself to the middle here. The dog ran into the room. Let's glow this up. The dog charged into the room. Or the dog trotted, or the dog shuffled. So notice how the different verbs there can paint a picture of how the dog is feeling. Charged is like a lot of confidence. Trotted is like he's showing something off and feeling really good today. And shuffled is like, ugh, not feeling it today. I'm going slow. So let's look at this menu. Like instead of saying walk or look or eat, I'm going to show you some different words that you could use instead. Let's look at walk. Tiptoed, strolled, marched, strutted, staggered, crept, dash. So you could even come up, if you want to pause and come up with some more words that you could use instead of walk. And then as you notice, those words kind of lead to an emotion. Now, instead of look, you move you out of the way here. Let's do look. You would glance, glare, peek, squint, scan, examine, gaze. Again, showing all different types of emotions with just the verb. Eat. You could say nibbled, devoured, munched, chomped, scarfed, inhaled, slurped. Lots of different visuals come to mind when you use a different verb like that. Now I want you to try it. The puppy went inside. So first think about, what do you already know about puppies? How do they move? And so you're going to pause here, and instead of went, I want you to replace it with a strong verb and then come back. Now let's take a look at this in action in a Percy Jackson novel. All right. Mrs. Dodds turned into a shriveled hag with bat wings and claws, and she lunged at me. The second example says Grover nibbled on the tin can, his goat teeth crunching the metal. There are 3 strong verbs total up here. Can you find them? Pause here real quick. All right. The first one is she lunged at me. Lunging indicates that she might be pretty mad or anxious. Nibble and crunch are 2 other really specific strong verbs there. So here is your challenge. You're going to pick one of these or do all 3 of them, and you're going to change that verb to make it strong. So the baby cried, make cry stronger. He ate a sandwich. Like, how is he feeling? How did he eat it? The car drove down the street. Think about who's driving the car and why they would be driving in the certain fashion that they would be. And then when you're done, you should always get into the habit of revising right on the spot when you're done. So do that first round of revision. Ask yourself, is this the strongest verb? Does it show emotion, clear action, and can the reader picture this? So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And teachers, look below for the free worksheet that goes with this skill.